Well, hey guys, today we're in Memorial Park Cemetery in Memphis, Tennessee. We're going to visit the grave of and pay our respects to Sam Phillips. I think Sam's role in creating what we now know as modern music is often overlooked. So we're going to explore around this cemetery and find Sam's grave and see what we can learn about him along the way. Come along with us. Let's go explore. And oh yeah, just so I don't forget later, if you think you like this kind of content, why don't you boop that like button? Sam Cornelius Phillips was born on January 5th, 1923, in Florence, Alabama. He was the founder and owner of Sun Records and Sun Studios in Memphis, Tennessee. He is probably most famously remembered for producing records of Elvis Presley, the legendary Mississippian and king of rock and roll. If first producing Elvis wasn't enough, he did much more than that. He produced recordings of Roy Orbison, Carl Perkins, Johnny Cash, Jerry Lee Lewis, and many blues artists, including Howlin' Wolf. Sam recorded what is considered by many to be the first rock and roll tune of all time, Rocket 88, involving Mississippi's own Ike Turner. Sam also owned radio stations in Florida, in Florence, Alabama, and in Memphis. In the 40s, Sam had worked as a DJ and a radio engineer in Muscle Shoals, Alabama. On January 3, 1950, Phillips opened the Memphis Recording Service at 706 Union Avenue in Memphis. Perhaps it was his love of music or just his love of creativity that led him to record such performers as Howlin' Wolf, Junior Parker, and B.B. King. Phillips then sold their recordings to larger labels. Phillips also recorded James Cotton, The Prisonaires, Bobby Blue Bland, Roscoe Gordon, Rufus Thomas. Sam launched the Sun Record Company in 1952, and it produced more rock and roll records than any other record label of its time during its 16-year run. Sun produced 226 singles. Sam produced all kinds of music, but he was most interested in the blues. The blues, it got people, black and white, to think about life, how difficult, yet also how good it can be. They would sing about it, they would pray about it, they would preach about it. This is how they relieved the burden of what existed and day in and day out. What a beautiful quote. Sam's vault can be found in this corner of what I call the circular mausoleum in the cemetery. By using this video, I hope you can find your way to this corner of the mausoleum and pay your respects to the great Sam Phillips. Sam Phillips was part of the first group inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and was also recognized by the Rockabilly Hall of Fame. He was the first non-performer inducted. He received a Grammy Trustees Award for Lifetime Achievement. He was also inducted into the Blues Hall of Fame, the Country Music Hall of Fame, and the Memphis Music Hall of Fame. Only one day before the original Sun Studio was designated a National Historic Landmark, and a little over a month before former Sun recording star Johnny Cash passed away on September the 12th, on July the 30th, 2003, Sam Phillips passed away at St. Francis Hospital in Memphis at the age of 80. I hope you guys have enjoyed learning a little bit about music and rock and roll history today, and maybe someday you'll come to Memorial Park in Memphis, Tennessee and pay your respects to the great Sam Phillips, music influencer and producer extraordinaire. Thank you.